Katie Munn here with Monday Musing. It's a beautiful Monday here in Portland, Maine. We just had a full moon last night. It's a sunny day, and I feel very blessed to have all of you here with me. So, I apologize last week for not having Monday Musings. I was coming down with a cold, and I do these on Monday, on the actual day of Monday. So, I was feeling a little run down, so didn't do the Monday Musings. But what we talked about a few weeks ago was compromising and how you don't need to compromise yourself. And we looked a lot at maybe doing things that are in your highest interest and creating awareness within that. So if you've come to a point where you're like, okay, so I've been compromising myself, I've been in a relationship or a job or a circumstance that just doesn't serve me anymore, how do you make that transition out of that? How do you do that gracefully and in integrity and in wellness? So the first thing you do is applaud yourself on the back, right? Because you're making a change in your life. You're realizing there is a person, a place, a thing, something that's no longer serving you, something where maybe you've been dimming your light down inside, and you have cultivated that awareness. And now you're ready. Now you're ready to make a change. Now you're ready to, kind of live the life you're supposed to live. And what do I want to say? And honor yourself and honor your soul. So this is just a little side note. Last night, I was talking to an individual. He had a really good job. He's been doing it for 20 years. And his soul isn't satisfied. And there was this internal struggle where he was just like, I've been doing this for so long, but I should feel grateful. Like I should feel privileged. Like I am privileged because I have a college degree. I have a job. I should just feel thankful. And it reminds me of that mentality, when I was younger, around the dinner table, like there are children starving around the world. Be thankful you have food. That sort of like, be thankful for what you have and take it and don't ask for anything more, anything higher. And the reality is we're always expanding. We always want more. We always want to grow. And if we stifle ourselves and we stifle our soul and we stifle what we want to do in this world, that's not serving anybody. That's, if you ask me, if anything, doing a disservice to the world, because you want to be in integrity. You want to be shining your highest light in the world. You want to be showing up day after day after day and feel happy and excited and be able to give that energy to the world. So if you're doing something every day where you're numbing yourself down, where you're not honoring your soul, that's hard. And I feel like maybe my parents' generation or the generation after, a lot of people stayed in jobs because they paid well, stayed in jobs because it paid the bills. And the idea of doing something that they liked wasn't even a thing. And now we are in this beautiful generation where I realize there is a little bit of disillusionment, but a lot of my peers and myself, we're finding alternative ways to make income. We're finding alternative ways to be successful that align with who we are and our soul's purpose and our soul's being. So that's just a little side note. So in aligning with your soul's purpose and soul's being, right? It goes back to the compromising aspect. Acknowledging, being like, yay for me, I'm making a change. And then the next step is patience. So what you want to do is be patient and know that change will happen and change will take place. And you just need to honor the flow and be patient with it. Because often what do? You say like, okay, I realize my job isn't serving me. I'm going to send all these resumes out. I'm going to be frantic. I'm going to I can't do this anymore. And then you're not in alignment. So you're doing this action, like I'm going to do all these resumes and then I'm going to have the job I want and then I'm going to finally be happy. But the actuality of it, what you want to do is you want to be in integrity. You want to be in an alignment. You want to be grounded. You want to be connected to spirit, right? And then when you're in that solid place, you're not in that angst, you're not in that kind of any sort of those emotions, angst, worry, fear, you're in alignment and you're trusting. That's then when you send out the resume, you call that person, you might have an idea like, oh, I should do this thing. You do that thing. And then you will eventually have what you're seeking, right? So that new job, that new lovely relationship. So the key is, and this is something I've been working on within myself, is trusting the process, staying connected to yourself, honoring yourself, following those little hints of intuition, or those little hints of like, oh, I should do this thing, or I should talk to this person, or I shouldn't do this thing, you know. So following those little messages, if you will, and then take divinely inspired action. And when you do that, you can't go wrong. When you do that, you are in alignment, you are in integrity, you are following the path that you're supposed to be on. So this week, what I want you to do is become centered, become grounded. I've talked about morning rituals a little bit, but create a morning ritual where you might meditate for 5 minutes, you might sit down and check in with yourself, maybe create a little altar, something to really ground yourself to yourself in the morning. And then before you head out the door, get in alignment, right? And maybe say some prayers, maybe set some intentions of where you want to be, where you want your life to go. And then be patient. And then notice the little signs. Notice things that might be opening up for you. Notice people you're meeting, opportunities. And before you know it, your situation, whatever it is the situation, maybe you felt like you were compromising, or you wish for more in your life, that is going to slowly start to shift. And it really is going to be magical when it does. All right, I love you all so much. Yay, have an amazing Monday. I'm feeling really good, feeling great this Monday. And okay, I will see you all next week. Bye, guys.